Thank you. No? No? So, about me. My name is Emil. I work as a platform architect at Kamstrup, helping them drive the Kubernetes journey they are currently on. And let's first start by elaborating what is GitOps. We have a set of manifests. These could be applications, they could be infrastructure, they could be application configuration, and we all place these inside a Git repository. And from that, we have some GitOps installation inside a Kubernetes cluster. That could be Flux. A Flux agent inside the cluster fetches the Git configuration of these manifests, and then it applies to Kubernetes. The thing about GitOps is that it runs on a reconciliation loop, so it always is in this desired state configuration. Then let's talk about the journey into applying and adopting GitOps into a company. We'll start off by a simple company who has a single app, single repository for GitOps, and a single cluster. It all goes fine. Then we start to scale up. We add a cluster. Everything is still manageable. We have a promotion path from development to production. We continue our road into multiple applications. It still is manageable. We up that with multiple teams, multiple domains. We now sort of split it into two domains, and we have two teams. And at some point, it becomes maybe a bit of unmanageable. We have a lot of configurations, we have a lot of applications, and we have a lot of teams with different modern knowledge and different levels of adopting into this technology. And at some point, when we are promoting an application, say from test to our production cluster, something goes wrong. We forget to move part of our manifests into the production cluster, and everything breaks. So what could go wrong? Well, we need to move container versions, we need to move a Helm chart version, we need to move some overlays, some values, some configuration, some infrastructure. There's a lot of static files that goes into promoting an application when we adopt GitOps. Then let's talk about what we can do about it. Well, as many other things with CNCF and Kubernetes, we can do abstractions. We can reduce our cognitive load and reduce our risk of manual errors. And what are we abstracting? Well, we are abstracting Git and YAML changes, because that's what GitOps is all about. We can do, for example, a CLI tool to act as an active act on promoting things. We can say, we'll promote this application that is currently in the test cluster to the production cluster, and then it does it. And we can do it in a CI/CD way, where we can have a synchronous option for when the pipeline runs. We can have a deploy to development, deploy to test, deploy to production. Or we can have it asynchronously. So when we publish an image that is specified to being deployed to Dev, then we can have something inside Kubernetes applying that to GitOps through inside technology. But how do you choose? Which direction do you go about? Well, it's all about culture. So if your company is in a place where a CLI is manageable, it can be tough distributing a CLI to many different teams and many different abstractions levels of how that team operates. Well, then go for that. If you have a company that adopts well into the traditional way of having a synchronous pipeline, where you say deploy to test, deploy to production, then go with that option. As with many other things, abstractions and Kubernetes adoption is all about culture, and maturity levels is one of the most important factors when deciding what are the right options for adoption and what is the right level of adoption you go for. And I think that's on the spot. Thank you.